how to do it. Cool. Hey, how's it going? I took a walk around the block last night, and it's amazing what you can find in the garbage. I found some underlay, some old laminate flooring that someone threw out, so I picked it up. Well, I went and got the van, and picked it up, and I put it in the shed. It's pretty great. It's turning out pretty good. Do I need it in the shed? No, but it's kind of fun to practice the flooring technique in the shed instead of in someone's house. So far, I'm doing great. Welcome to Road to Rock, the summer episode. Oh yeah, finally summer's here. And what a better place to be at is my favorite place in Ontario, Canada, is Port Stanley, Ontario, on Lake Erie, one of the great lakes here in Canada, Ontario. And love to be here to talk to you. But man, you know, no matter how beautiful it is here, it's a strange year, isn't it? A strange summer with this whole China flu, the China bat flu, Kong flu, COVID-19 crap. You know, is it real? Is it not real? Is it overblown? Understated? I don't know what's going on, but it's very suspicious, I must say. You know, you hate to doubt that it's real, or it's probably real, but why are they overblowing it? You know, the news media says it's all the hospitals are full, people are dying everywhere. But then nurses and doctors come online and say, no, the media is lying. The hospitals are only at 60% capacity. It's slow. And so what the hell's really going on? You know, part of me kind of doubts that the virus is real because, you know, at first the health experts are saying you don't need to wear a mask. Don't even wear a mask. Now they're saying you better wear a mask. They don't let you go to church. They don't let you visit your friends. They don't even let you go to a fucking funeral. But it's fine to go to Walmart and dollar stores. That's perfectly fine. And well, you better not gather at a, say, Trump rally or at the beach. But it's okay if you're rioting and looting and burning down shit. What the hell is that all about? So it makes you really wonder, is this a fucking scam? And some other people think it's a globalist trying to control us or get us conditioned to controlling or to see how far they can go. Let's see if we can make them all wear a mask, right? But yeah, it's just very strange that a lot of people test positive with the test. For one thing, the tests are not even accurate. Some people test positive, they test negative one day, positive the next. That's very strange. They tested vegetables and fruit, and some of them tested positive. And then they'll say some people who test positive who don't even have symptoms. How convenient, right? That's so they can raise the numbers and say, oh my God, there's so many cases. But they have no symptoms, but you can't prove it, can you? Quiet on the set.
Sorry. Don't laugh. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like God is pissed off at China. It's very biblical, the disasters that are happening there. Locusts are eating all their crops. Massive tornadoes, hailstorms, and some of the hail the size of this and has spikes on it just like the virus, which is really bizarre. Fish are ending up dead everywhere. Hurricanes, earthquakes, flooding. 70% of the country is underwater. It's massive flooding too. And it's just and it snowed in June, and there's an old folklore in China saying if it snows in June, there's injustice in the country, and that's exactly what's happening. Pretty amazing. It's also funny that most people who die have underlying conditions, heart problems, asthma, whatever. That's kind of convenient for the virus people, isn't it? Well, they died of COVID. No, they died from heart attacks and asthma attacks and whatever else, but they just say, oh, they had COVID, so that's why they died. Funny how it doesn't kill any healthy people. Very suspicious. Way too many suspicious things going on. We don't really know what the truth is yet, but something fucking stinks. But you know, I was thinking, the poor little virus, the poor little innocent virus is just trying to survive. So I thought I'd write a song in the perspective of the virus, which would be kind of funny. It's just a poor little innocent thing trying to survive. And everyone's vilifying it and hating on it, but it's just trying to live just like what we are doing. But meanwhile, we are very much humans, us humans, are very much like viruses on Earth. Look what we do to Earth. We destroy it, pollute. You know, if I have to tell you, then you're fucked. Anyways, this is my song called Virus, and it's all about the perspective of the innocent little virus. And you know, you may also feel like the virus yourself. You know, people treat you like shit. Your family shun you because they're fucking jealous, like in my situation. So yeah, I kind of feel like I'm the virus too, which is kind of weird. After writing the words, I was going, oh my god, this is kind of about me. And so anyways, here's a song. I hope you enjoy it. So at least I got something good out of this pandemic. How about that for a rock video? Pretty cool, eh? Well, I'm gonna enjoy the sunset here in Port Stanley. Well, you just seen me building a little shelter, which is going to be for Toby, my dog who passed away last fall, for his little plaque that the graveyard gave me, as you see here. Toby, my fuzzy baby boy, I wrote on it. But you know, it was just laying on the ground, the sun beating on it, the rain, the snow, and it just felt awful thinking about that. So I thought I'd build this little shelter to keep the sun, rain, and snow, most of it off. Protected anyways, and it looks a little better too. So here it is, the finished product. I hope Toby likes it. I think it turned out pretty good. And embellished it a bit with some flowers and a windmill. And it's just comforting knowing I made it for him. What a year this has turned out to be, eh? Year 2020. Fuck. What a disaster. Total nightmare. You got the Chinese flu, you know, the virus from China. Isn't that a lovely gift? And what else we got? Black Lives Matter. Well, that's a freaking scam too. Black Lives Matter my ass. They only care that they can't get away with their crimes and get shot by the cops when they attack the cops and try to grab their guns. Yeah, give me a break. And that whole George Floyd thing, that's a very suspicious thing. But anyways, the only lives that I really care about, the only ones that really matter to me are coons. Yeah, coon lives matter. Yeah, and raccoons. Gotcha. I know what you're thinking. You know, when my poor dog died last fall, I had all this dog food left over, and I thought, what am I going to do with this dog food? So, you know what? I got raccoons that come around, and I'm going to feed them. So, here's the dog food in a dish, and got some water. Probably needing a few more bowls of water, because the mother's coming around with her babies, and it's quite fun to watch, adorable and cute, and you will see, because I'm going to film it tonight for you. Here. And here they are, Mama and the babies. Come here. I'll give them a cheese croissant. Here, Mama. Want that? Well, I wasn't too sure if they would like eating cheese croissants, but as you can see, they like it. Well, we are in Canada. Maybe these guys are French. Yeah, so this mother, I assume is the mother. It's okay. She's kind of tiny to be an adult. Kind of small to be an adult. But she has 3 babies here, but sadly, as the summer went on, only one was with her. So I don't know what happened to these other 2 here. I don't know if they went off on their own, or something killed them, like a coyote, or some asshole with a gun, or who knows what. Because some people are total idiots. They go, oh, I wouldn't be feeding them. I wouldn't be bringing them around the house. I go, oh, give me a fucking break. There's nothing for them to eat. There's nothing. We've built all over their land.
Good girl.
They need tons of areas of streams, fields, etc. that would harbor all kinds of insects,
Good girl.
crayfish and fish. But there isn't any of that anymore.
It's okay.
So I don't mind helping them out. And here's some fried egg I cooked up for the little guys. Give them some protein. You know, you gotta help these animals out. We owe it to them to feed them. Like, they didn't ask to be living in this situation where we just destroyed their land and habitat.
Good girl.
You can hear the little guy sniffing the camera.
Okay, baby
Or the girl, or the mother, or whatever the hell it
The
is.
camera. Yeah. Good girl.
Did you hear it laughing? That's pretty cool. That's the sound of love, or wondering what the hell I am, or what am I doing, but no, it's pretty cool.
Hi, baby.
So it was fun to watch these guys grow up.
It's okay, Mama.
And, it was great to share this footage with you. Not too many people get to see this. Pretty cute. Anyways, do your part and help feed the animals and wildlife because they need it. Yeah, so this summer took a road trip, not to Rock, but to a field of sunflowers and beaches. That rocked. So, sort of went to a road to Rock. Look at this amazing sunflower field. We had to pull over and take photos of this. It's just unbelievable. It's just on and on. Hey, there's a sunflower just laughing her head off. Yeah, so I had to pull over. Just look at that site. This goes on forever. Like, when do you get to see that? Never. Well, unless you take a road trip in Canada going towards the beaches along Lake Huron. It just looks so unreal, like the Wizard of Oz. So here we are at the beach, Sauble Beach. It's pretty damn nice. There's no stones, no sticks, nothing in this beach. It's just beautiful and it's very, very popular. This is Lake Huron in Ontario, Canada. The water is beautiful. It's all just sand forever. You can walk out forever and it's never over your head. Eventually it will be, but it just, the sand bars go forever. They're fantastic. But the water is up really high, which is great for the lakes, but not so much for the beaches. Because most of the beach is gone, like you saw last year on Port Stanley and Grand Bend. See this walkway here? You used to walk out onto the beach, and then you continue on down to the water line, or the water's edge. But the water's edge has crept up onto the beach. So whatever, just due to rain and snow, and but it's good for the fish and the lakes, I think. It's better than being empty. Yes, yeah, just relax here against this stone wall. And you know, this reminds me of something, this stone wall. Ah, I know what. I'm going to take a walk out onto that pier made out of stones. And what can I do on that pier? But look at the sight walking out there. Look at this beautiful, just gorgeous nature. This pier is kind of odd. It's not too sophisticated, just a bunch of rocks dumped. But it's kind of natural. So this is the idea I got, leaning against that wall. Here in Canada, you'll see these rock formations all along the highways. People build them. We find it fun for some fucked up reason. I thought I'd build myself a little rock statue formation, which is a very common thing people do here in Ontario, especially northern Ontario, all along the highways and roads. You'll see those on the side of the road. People build for fun, and so I had fun myself. Well, here I am at the mouth of Sauble River, and you know, after seeing that guy paddling by in his kayak, I think I might as well kayak too. And where to? No better than Sabo Falls. Going up Sauble River through the winding, beautiful wilderness, it's going to be fantastic. Come along!
Yeah, so this is going to be awesome. Paddling along this beautiful, picturesque river up to the falls. And you know, hopefully I won't get run over by a boat or a jet ski. See all those reeds there? Just loaded full of pike and bass. Pretty great. Look at these lucky people. They have their cottages all along the river. Docks at the edge, at the water's edge with their boats. That would be pretty cool. Anyways, where the hell am I going to launch? Here? A little too weedy. Looks nice though. Wish I had a fishing rod. There's got to be something in there for sure. Could go to the marina down there, but no. Let's see. Here? Maybe. But look what I found as I was walking along. An old log cabin built in the 1800s. What an awesome cottage to have. That would be great. Anyways, I found a spot. It was perfect. Off I go on my blow-up kayak. And you know, as I was paddling, a guy was fishing. And he caught a fucking huge-ass pike. Look at that fish. Pretty awesome. So yeah, these are the sights that you'll see paddling along. I forgot my batteries from my GoPro camera, so I could only take still photos, but this gives you an idea of what you see. And look, there I am. I arrived at the falls. Pretty nice. It's not like massive waterfalls, more like cascading rapids, rocks, kind of thing. But it's still nice. It's a nice little day out to relax, have lunch. Fast moving water, slippery rocks, and that is true because it's slippery when you try and walk in there. But it brings a lot of people and doesn't stop them because it's kind of fun to cool off in the fast flowing water. Great place to chill out. Just beautiful. Yeah, it's not too relaxing when you're trying to walk in the water there, as you see some people slipping, because it's really quite slippery and dangerous.
What a fantastic day here at Sabo Falls. Just great.
I think I'll just stay on the shoreline here where it's safer. You check out this little bird. It's a fishing bird. Hello. He's posing for the picture. After he's drying his wings, or hers, because they swim underwater and fish for fish. Then they dry off on the rocks. Yeah, so it is pretty cool. Rock formation where the water flows over. Cool spot to check out. Can't believe I made it here on the blow-up kayak. It was great. Winding river all through the forest. Who's this? Some hikers. Oh, it's Gail and Janet. They took the easy way and just walked. Anyways, you know, it's been a nice day, but I realize I gotta paddle all the way back. Holy shit. I can't believe I forgot my batteries for my camera. Oh well. Well, there's some people there taking off. I better do the same. Well, I made it back. Janet beat me because they drove. And here I am fighting the wind. It was pretty windy at this little location here out in the open, but I made it. And that was a great adventure. That was awesome. Sabo Falls.
What a cool mailbox. I just had to stop and take a picture of it.
Well, let's get back down to the beach and have a photo shoot. Yeah, get back in position. I need a subject for this beach scene here.
Action. Stomach in, tits out.
Look at this fantastic body. 56-year-old, 2 kids. Just because you're old does not mean you have to be fat and ugly. And Gail is taking the picture. She's 62. You'd never know it. Hey, I'm gonna steal this subject. She looks too delicious. Hey, I'm old too. I'm in shape. Look at that. You don't have to have a beer belly and be out of shape. So this was fun, taking these little videos, clips, running down the beach. I tell them, jump up, look happy. I think they forgot the memo or didn't read it. Well, Jana's trying to jump, but oh well. That was pretty pathetic. Everyone back and try again. Jesus. Fast motion this time. Okay? 1, 2, 3, let's go. Yippee! Ah, forget it. Here's the cottage we rented at Sauble Beach. Enjoyed ice cream, the sun, the water, sunflowers, wearing a mask. But you know it's not the only beach around. There's all kinds of beaches on Lake Huron. And look at that sunset, beautiful. But just 10 minutes down the road is South Hampton. Never been to this beach before, and I was really quite surprised on how fantastic it was. Just look for yourself. Here we are, we arrived. And didn't waste any time to take a photo shoot in the little boat there at the end of the road where it leads to the beach. Look at that view. Beautiful water. It was so nice, I felt like we're in the Caribbean. It was that nice. Walk down that boardwalk onto the beach. I can't believe it. So now I have another favorite beach to go to. There's so many on Ontario, it's amazing. On Lake Erie, Lake Huron, Georgian Bay. You gotta come and visit and see it for yourself in the summer. Great for swimming. You can walk forever. Just awesome. I love the beach. My soul needs it. Same with walking in the woods. Here's Gail, posing, making a sandcastle, or pretending. Some kid made it. So you know, all these waves and beach remind me of a song I wrote. But first, here's another town, Port Elgin. I used to play here all the time. And speaking of beach, water, and waves, and performing in bands, reminds me of a song I wrote called My Sonic Wave. Saddle up. Well, how about that for a rock video and a kick-ass song? And you know, those sound of that song about waves and riding a sonic wave reminds me to go down to listen to the waves in Port Stanley, Ontario, on Lake Erie. My favorite beach, many childhood memories here. So yeah, can't have a summer without going to Port Stanley, at least 5 times. Just love it. Hunting for monarch caterpillars so we could raise them into butterflies with my mom many years. And after my mom died, this is the only place that gave me any peace of mind, oddly enough. So yeah, it's pretty dear to my heart, this place. I love it. Yeah, so if you want to learn more about Port Stanley and see more of it, just go to Season 1 of Road to Rock, Episode 6, and you shall see. Just go to my playlists, and each season has its own playlist, and you will find them all there on my YouTube channel. Just put some stain on this board here, which is going to go up on that roof, building a little shelter over the deck, which is on a hill, which is really fucked up. Yeah, so much for Road to Rock. Road to nothing but work in the summer. Oh well. Working all summer long
Talk about working, trying to get a sound out of this frickin' shitty ass guitar with the shitty ass old strings. It's just a struggle just to get a fucking note out. Anyways, fuck, I gotta get some new strings. Yeah, working all summer long, building sheds, flooring sheds, trying to work on a tan, some new songs. But you know what I really should be working on is this. A guitar I've been trying to build for the past 10 fucking years. I cut this out, I think around 2010. And I've been procrastinating this long because I just kind of like, where do I cut out for the pickups? And am I going to use a whammy bar or just regular? I don't know what the hell to do. It's a little intimidating. Never building a guitar before. I don't want to fuck it up, but I should get at it, right? It would be nice. Yeah, so all this working, you know, gives you the blues and maybe want to sing a little blues song, you know. And who can we thank for the blues is the black man, by the way. They invented the blues. You know, they're very limited in their musical knowledge, and that's what they came up with, the few notes that they had. And they did a damn good job at expressing their emotions through guitar, through voice, with the blues scale. You know, speaking of black music, makes me think of the whole BLM, Black Lives Matter sham that's been going on all frickin' summer. You know, it's very insulting being a white person that now all of a sudden all white people are racist. The whole country is systemic racism. It's such a load of fucking shit. And you know, people love to play the victim. But I'll tell you why it's a load of shit. Because there I was, just playing a blues song curated by the black guys, black folk. And white people embraced it, loved it, bought it, made that music very popular, turned into rock and roll and everything else. And we support all black musicians. Michael Jackson and Beyonce, she's not really black, but you know what I mean. I could go on and on and on. Black singers and musicians have been held fondly in a lot of white people's hearts. And most of the rappers, most of their fans are white kids. So where's the racism there? Made them rich. So the black people are being held down. They got rich off of music, didn't they? Actors. This whole, oh, we're oppressed. There's no oppression. The only oppression is from yourselves. And you may think that's awful to say, but it's true. Do you think white people are, this whole white privilege thing is really true? It's a load of shit. It's if you don't get off your ass and work, you're going to have fucking nothing. I don't magically just make money because I'm white or get opportunities. It's a load of shit. It's all about your skill, your attitude, what you bring to the table. Oh, no, you don't think so? We'll take a look at, then how did so many great black people become professors, lawyers, Supreme Court justices, judges, scientists, philosophers, whatever. I could go on and on and on. But so like this victim mentality saying, oh, we're oppressed, white man's keeping us down, is a load of shit. That's just an excuse for being a lazy fuck. So stop blaming white people and blame yourselves only for not achieving what you want to achieve. And it's only you. It's not white people, it's not black. Well, black people do kind of hold each other back because they get jealous of other black people who become successful and want to do good in life. So what do a lot of the black people call the black conservatives that want to do good in life and be decent people? Uncle Toms and stupid phrases like that. That's so fucking insulting. Like, why don't you just rise up and just be a good person. Don't glorify thugs and this gangster rap fucking shit. You know, I swear to God, Democrats created that shit to keep the black people down, because Democrats are the truly racist people, and they want to keep you down. They don't want blacks succeeding. No fucking way. They don't want the competition. Conservatives support black people. And President Trump, who's been accused of being a racist, is such a load of shit. When he put into play the second chance thing for criminals who are in jail, they can get taught skills to become better in life. Trump goes to black colleges and does speeches there to encourage them to be their best. He's had black leaders in the Oval Office. No one's ever fucking done that before. He's far from a racist. It's such a load of shit. And anyways, it just makes me sick. And speaking of thugs, I mentioned George Floyd earlier in the show and how I think it's a very suspicious thing to have had happened. You know, all kinds of criminals are being killed on a daily basis because they're doing stupid shit. They're reaching for the cops' guns. They're pulling knives and guns out on the cops. They're fighting the cops. They're resisting arrest. You see it all the time. It's ridiculous. And white people too. So when you do that kind of shit, you're going to get shot. Something's bad. Do you think the cop owes it to everyone to end his fucking life for a criminal piece of shit? How about people who are judging police? Get off your fucking ass and go arrest some of these assholes yourself and see what it's like. You'll be quickly wishing you had a gun. Anyways, back to George Floyd. The whole thing is very suspicious to me. Even when I watched the video, I was going, something's fucking not right with this video. The cop is being filmed by somebody with a camera or phone. He never once expressed any concern that he was being filmed. He's looking into the camera like, whatever. Never did he have an expression of anger or anything. He was just doing his job, so he thought. It was quite obvious. And, well, seemingly obvious. Because there could be two different scenarios in this story. So if he really was a cop and arresting this George Floyd character, if you've seen the body cam from the actual so-called murderer cop with the knee on the neck, you see them putting George Floyd into the cruiser. And he's claiming he couldn't breathe even then with the handcuffs on, no one on his neck. I can't breathe, I can't breathe. He was whacked out on fucking fentanyl and meth. Proven in the autopsy. That's why he can't fucking breathe. So the cops even offered, we'll roll the window down for you. Relax. And George Floyd himself says, oh, I just want to be put on the ground. I want to be laid on the ground. So they laid him on the ground. And they even called an ambulance for him. How is that racist? If they were that racist, why would they call the fucking ambulance? They're holding him down, if it was a true scenario. Holding him down to wait for the ambulance to show up. You know, I've talked to police. They say when they deal with people who whacked out in drugs, their strength is the strength of 6 men. Sometimes it takes about 6 men to handle a guy. Remember the case in California? Rodney, oh fuck, I forget the name of that case, where the cops were trying to keep this black guy down. He just wouldn't stay down. He's on PCP or something. And George Floyd, if that really is him in the video, was huge, massive. Even with handcuffs, he could probably kick their ass. Because those guys were just skinny little fucks. So yeah, they have to put the knee on the neck and keep him down. And it never looked to me like there was a lot of pressure on the neck. And the whole time, this George Floyd character could breathe. If you can talk, you can fucking breathe. For 10 minutes, he could talk. So yeah, he could breathe. He could even move his neck around and everything else like that. So, did it play a part? Maybe in the anxiety, it would have caused A chain reaction, yes. So if anything, it should be manslaughter if this thing is real. But there's just too many suspicious things in the video. Like the police license plate doesn't have a number, it just says police. That's suspicious. What else? The guy who had the knee on the neck kept the knee on the neck until he was basically instructed by the ambulance guy, who was not even dressed in regular ambulance attire, which is very odd. It just looked like he was totally cued to stay in that position until the ambulance guy comes up and taps him once on the shoulder, then he gets up. It was very orchestrated, seemingly, to me. All the other cops were charged with murder too. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like, the whole story doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't even believe, and I think George Floyd was in on it, if that's even George Floyd, because apparently the real George Floyd died 2 years earlier. And he was a major criminal too, with a horrible record. One was putting a gun into a pregnant lady's stomach while his friends robbed her and raped her. Yeah, that's fucking nice. George Floyd, what a hero, eh? He's a fucking piece of shit. The real George Floyd. And then George fake Floyd family, they just look too well-to-do to be his family. It just seemed like such a setup. And here's another thing. George Floyd, if it was really him, had a major record. Yet he worked security at a bar with the cop that supposedly killed him. Yeah, fucking right. He would never get a job doing security. What a load of shit. And, oh, this is weird. The supposed boss of these two was a lady. And where else was that lady seen? In the Sandy Hook shooting. She played the role as a mother who lost a child. It's the same fucking lady. So are these crisis actors? It's funny, a black guy discovered all this stuff, compared it all up, and came to this conclusion, and many others did too. It's very suspicious, the fake license plate. And the George Floyd character in the video that was exposing this sham had a tattoo saying "Order out of chaos," and it was a tattoo on his chest, which is exactly the same thing that the Illuminati Freemasons use. How strange is that? And here's another thing. At the fucking funeral for George Floyd himself is in the goddamn audience at the funeral attending. It's so obviously him. No one else is wearing a mask except for this guy who looks just like George Floyd with a mask and sunglasses, and the fucking mask says George Floyd. Come on. It's such a fucking setup. And it's so weird that after the death, banners were already made up, t-shirts, riots were all ready to go, a fucking mural on the side of a building, professionally painted. Yeah, they had time for that. Oh, and guess what? Obama posted up that same fucking picture a week before the so-called murder. So this whole thing's a load of fucking shit. Is to get all the black people riled up just so the Democrats get their fucking votes. You hate to think that this is true, but it sure as hell looks like it, because, and all the Democrat cities are all inflamed, rioting, looting. Come on, give me a fucking break. People are being arrested every day and shot during arrests and stuff. This seems so staged and so suspicious. It's hard to not think. And a gold casket for a fucking thug-ass criminal? Give me a fucking break. Horse-drawn carriage. It's way too much of a Hollywood production to believe anything else. And then there's protests in Australia and England too. Give me a fucking break. What a total setup from the globalists just to
They just don't want Trump to fucking win. This is my suspicion. Because Trump's making them all pay up for the military service and protection that the U.S. offer them, all in Europe. All the trade deals, he's making America great again, and trade deals great again for their country, and every other country, China, Europe, everyone else, Canada too. We're so used to ripping off the U.S. that they don't like it. Because Trump's actually doing what a president should do and run the country properly. So they don't want him to win whatsoever. And with their fake impeachment scam, the Russian hoax, the Stormy Daniels, on and on and on. And 9/11 too, that was pretty fucking suspicious. So if they can pull that shit off, they can pull off this fake-ass George Floyd murder. And pretty sick to fucking do that. Because I think a lot of the people probably believe that they're doing the right thing by rioting and everything else. I doubt it, because Black Lives Matter. I don't fucking think so. I'll tell you why. If Black Lives mattered so much, where's the outcry for all the black people who got shot and killed during the so-called protests, which are really riots, by other black people? So they want to parade around saying Black Lives Matter, yet they're burning down and robbing other black people's stores. One ex-police chief was a black guy, went to defend a store, he got shot. Not one word of an outcry or concern for his life. Even a child got fucking shot, a little black kid. And so many other black people got shot. Not a word of concern for them. Black Lives Matter, my fucking ass. It's a load of shit. And the whole defunding the police thing? Dismantle the police? Yeah, dream on. And who's all saying that? The fucking thug-ass pieces of shit that are burning down stores and robbing. Yeah, you don't want the police around, do ya? They're no good for you. That's an inconvenience. Fuck off. Pisses me right off. So, you totally fell for the Democrat fucking scam. It's exactly where they want black people. Because they think they're going to get your vote. And all these riots are happening in Democrat cities. And they're behind a lot of these riots too. Because these so-called protesters are being bussed in. Who's paying for that? George Soros? The Democrats? Pretty strange that Democrats leadership are bailing out the thugs who are being arrested and not even prosecuted. So this whole thing's a load of shit. I really think George Floyd's a fucking bullshit story, just like 9/11. And just to get the black people riled up because they know they're fucked without the black vote. But amazingly, a lot of black people are waking up and see the truth, which is really great. And some of the best things I've heard from anybody are from black people. They see it for what it really is, a bunch of bullshit. And it's like, thank fucking God, some of them see through it, and it's great. You know, it's pretty sad that this world that we're living in right now. And you just, you know, I think I got my point across. And what's with it now? Everyone hates white people. There's black people attacking white people. Like, fuck off. You're not being oppressed. If you were... Just look around. There wouldn't be any black scientists, judges, lawyers, business owners if they're being oppressed. Get off your fucking ass and achieve what you want to achieve, and that's the only way it happens. There's no white privilege. We don't get what we want just handed to us. We gotta work our ass off. If we don't, you're on Skid Row. It's just the fucking way it is. So sick of people being jealous of fucking white people. Like, fuck off. It's so easy to play the victim. You know, slavery sucked. Yes, it did suck. But not all white people
were participants in slavery. Only probably 1%. It was the fucking plantation owners. They're the ones that started, that were doing the slavery. Not every white person owned a slave. Not even fucking remotely true. And oddly enough, which I was quite surprised to learn, that it was the black leaders in Africa who started slavery. They sold their criminals off for part of the punishment. And then it just got, they were selling them to England, to Europe. And not only were black slaves in history, whites were too. We were slaves to the fucking Romans. We were sold off in the Middle East to be slaves. Everyone's been a fucking slave. The Jews were slaves in Egypt. Like, it doesn't matter what race. Humans fucking suck shit. There's going to be some fucking assholes, no matter what race you are, that are going to do some stupid shit to other people. And that's just the way it is. And it's horrific. But you know, slavery would still be around today if it weren't for Republicans and the majority of white people who lost their fucking lives saving black people. And then you get black people in Canada pretending they're a victim. Give me a break. We rescued you during the slavery years. We let you sneak across the border. It's like, so yeah, screw off with the old white oppression crap. Like, it's just pathetic. You know what? I'm proud to be white. And I should be allowed to, as of natives have every right to be proud of who they are, and black people should be proud of who they are. Everyone should be proud. And it shouldn't be considered racist to be proud of who you are. I'll tell you one thing. This shuts up a lot of people pretty fucking quick. When they're complaining about white people, I go, well, how do you like the computer you're using? How do you like the car that you're driving? How do you like going on a plane to a trip? Medicine, modern buildings, on and on. You can thank white people for all of that, because we invented it all. Well, not all white people, only the smart ones. Most of us couldn't do fuck all. But it was white people who invented planes, cars, computers, a lot of the medicines and everything else. So how about giving us some thanks? Because you owe us some fucking thanks for the life that you're living now. And if you don't like it, go back to living like fucking caveman, like you were before we came along and upgraded everything. Does that sound awful? Sorry, but it's the truth. I'm not going to stand around and be criticized any longer. And anyways, you know what? I wrote a song called Get Up. And for all you people who want to play the victim, white, black, brown, whatever you fucking are, get the hell up off your fucking ass. Take hold of your life, and you can achieve what you want. So get up. Here's my song, Get Up. Get up!